Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 22nd of August, 2024. We'll be using the tarot deck, The Journey to Oz and Wonderland. I'll be listed in the description box down below. Anyway, let's see what's going on for all of you for today. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. All your cards are on the table. We have one ace, one major arcana. We don't have a lot of cards, but it is kind of nice, at least what I'm seeing initially, what's on the table. The best part of your day, we start off with the Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and we have the 9 here of Wands in the reverse. I actually quite enjoyed this one because despite any limitations, perceived or otherwise, and despite our energy levels, our mood, we're capable of critical thinking. We're able to make decisions for self-betterment. We're working on things when and where we can, which, let's face it, we're still in Mercury retrograde. Things are a little hectic. Communication can still have some interference. Clarity and focus can still have interference, as well as things being in delay. And sometimes that does mean we have to problem solve a little bit more, especially when it comes to organizing things, getting things done, being able to move forward without feeling like we're taking 10 steps back. Okay, so progress is available. It is there. We just might have to be a little bit more logical and more focused and centered on details. All the little steps. Like I said, critical thinking. Now, the worst part of our day, we start off with the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands. This is where that critical thinking in the previous section comes up, because being able to break through any obstacles, limitations, like I said, boundaries, can be rather difficult to know what action to take. To see it, to actually physically do it. Mercury retrograde, focus, communication is a little difficult. Things are in delay. So taking action and knowing where to take that action might be a little fuzzy. Now our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle, we start off with the Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Judgment, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the obstacle itself is literally getting through what I would call the Mercury retrograde energy, expanding beyond that and going beyond that, to where we can focus, have concentration, clear communication, to where our ideas and everything like that can actually be moved forward, can be executed, to where we do see that big leap of progress, not just inching along, which unfortunately is what you may perceive as being the case, that you literally are so much in delay that discontentment may rule the day of, it's Mercury retrograde, I can't figure this out, there's nothing I can do, there's no way forward, I'm just gonna have to not touch this, and that's where the discontent comes from. However, best part of our day says, hey, if we literally make the right choices using critical thinking, we can actually do something. This is kind of like a catch-22 almost. Mercury retrograde makes it hard to think, but if we think about things, we can actually get it done. Around and around we go. So I would say the biggest trap of the day is to literally not let that discontent, that disheartening energy come through that there's no way I can. It's Mercury retrograde. There's no way I can do something. And if I'm not mistaken, we actually enter Virgo season today. Well, Virgos like things very organized. They like to focus. They do have the capability of concentrating very well, which kind of contradicts a little bit of the Mercury retrograde. But you might have moments where that energy kind of lessens, where you can make progress. It's just learning how to read the energy. But if you're stuck in that mindset that Mercury retrograde will prevent you from doing anything, then it makes it really hard to use that Virgo energy to your utmost. Alright, I did add up all your cards, by the way. Everything here adds up to 56, which all reduces to 11, which is the master number of service. So yeah, do yourself a favor, and maybe in turn for others, depending on what you're doing. Maybe you're taking care of your family, maybe you have projects that need doing at work, whatnot, whether you have to work with a team or not, that the projects do benefit others, and what's really needed is for you to try and keep a clear, level head enough to utilize critical thinking, or thinking in a creative enough way that's fairly logic based in order to move forward. How do I want to describe that energy? Like delicate stepping. No, that's not quite right. With finesse. Ha ha ha, you guys are funny. Alright, I'm going to disconnect from that. We're going to move on to our astrology. I can't think of a better word for that, and right this second they're not giving me something better. So, we have the sun, of course, entering Virgo. That's a work focus, very detail-oriented energy, as I said. Of course, that may not fully resonate with you until Mercury goes direct. We're still in Mercury retrograde. We still have the post-shadow period, so I wouldn't be surprised if that energy doesn't fully take over until after that part is done. We might have bursts of moments in between where you pick up that energy. Like I said, it's about you knowing when that energy starts to come through, even if it's only for a few moments. But when it does, you do get things done, you get things organized, and, you know, practicality prevails. You have this lovely Queen of Swords. It makes critical thinking very much something that can come to the forefront and be utilized. Venus and Virgo also squares Mars and Gemini. So passionate energy, very high. Best if you channel it romantically or creatively. Otherwise, you might get a little upset. Which makes this interesting as an astrological placement, considering what we see on the table. Because in moments when you can't tap into that Virgo energy, you toggle back into the, it's Mercury retrograde and I can't do this. And that's where that disheartening energy is. You get frustrated, you get upset. Try to avoid that. Like I said, it's a trap. Alright, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. And if it resonates, by all means, give me a thumbs up. And if it doesn't, don't worry. It's a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.